Hi, welcome to Financial Freedom. Let's dive in today's topic, but before that, don't forget to subscribe.
Please note that this video is intended for informational purposes only and should not be construed as financial advice. Since May 23, 2025, our system has classified NIO as a sell candidate, assigning it a score of negative 1.59. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock has faced a loss of negative 1.83%. This equates to an average daily loss of negative 0.23% since it was designated as a sell candidate. The stock is currently positioned within a broad and declining trend in the short term, indicating a likelihood of further decreases. The present 3-month trend forecasts a potential decline of approximately 16.28% over the upcoming 3 months, with returns possibly ranging from a decrease of 41.77% to a slight decrease of 1.42%. In terms of a longer perspective, our 12-month analysis predicts an approximate decline of 11.94%. Based on our assessments, the stock's performance could fluctuate between a decrease of 29.56% and an increase of 55.19% over the next year. In current terms, this would position the future price between $2.64 and $5.82. Our latest daily update for NIO includes the headline. On Wednesday, NIO stock price gained an impressive 6.23%. The NIO stock price increased by 6.23% on the last trading day, which was Wednesday, the 4th of June, 2025, rising from $3.53 to $3.75. During that trading day, the stock fluctuated by 9.83%, with a low of $3.56 and a high of $3.91. The price has declined in 7 of the last 10 days, down by 5.3% during this period. Notably, trading volume increased on the last day alongside the price, which is a positive technical indicator, with a total of 21 million more shares traded than the previous day. In total, 70 million shares changed hands for approximately $262,590,000. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price was $7.71, while the lowest price was $3.02. Currently, the price is 51.36%, or $3.96, below the 52-week high, and 94.40%, or $63.24, below the all-time high reached on January 11, 2021, when the price peaked at $66.99. NIO recently reported its first quarter financial results for 2025, highlighting a year-over-year increase in vehicle deliveries, which rose 4.1% to 42,094 units. The company's revenue also experienced a significant year-over-year increase, totaling 12 billion renminbi, reflecting a 21.5% growth. However, this figure was down 38.9% quarter-over-quarter. Despite these gains, NIO faced a wider-than-expected loss, raising concerns among investors. The vehicle gross margin reached 10.2%. While management has reaffirmed its delivery guidance of 72,000 to 75,000 units for the second quarter, investor sentiment remains cautious. Analysts have noted that the slower-than-anticipated performance could impede NIO's goals for break-even and profit margin improvements by the fourth quarter. Additionally, revisions of stock price targets by major banking institutions following these results indicate a shift in market expectations. In the near term, NIO's share price may experience volatility as the market processes this mixed news. The heightened execution risks and the competitive landscape in the electric vehicle sector could affect investor confidence. Long-term implications will depend on NIO's ability to effectively execute its strategy, manage costs, and capitalize on its growing sales as the year progresses, particularly in the second half when management anticipates the heightened execution risks and the competitive landscape in the electric vehicle sector could affect investor confidence. Long-term implications will depend on NIO's ability to effectively execute its strategy, manage costs, and capitalize on its growing sales as the year progresses, particularly in the second half when management anticipates stronger demand. Analyst ratings. On Monday, the 28th of April, 2025, it was reported that Citigroup assigned NIO a buy rating with a hold action. On Thursday, the 21st of November, 2024, it was reported that Bank of America Securities gave NIO a neutral rating with a hold action. On Monday, the 28th of October, 2024, it was reported that Wells Fargo assigned NIO an equal weight rating with an upgrade action. On the same day, it was reported that Macquarie gave NIO an outperform rating with an upgrade action. On Monday, the 30th of September, 2024, it was reported that Citigroup again assigned NIO a buy rating with a hold action. Analysts have assigned a general sell rating to NIO stock. They categorize the price-to-earnings ratio as a strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as strong sell. Regarding return on investment, the analysts also rate the stock as a strong sell. The following signals have been identified for NIO. A buy signal was issued from a pivot bottom point on Monday, the 2nd of June, 2025, and so far it has risen approximately 6.53%. Further increases are indicated until a new top pivot is found. Volume is rising alongside the price, which is considered a favorable technical signal. However, some negative signals have also emerged, potentially impacting short-term developments. The NIO stock holds a buy signal from the short-term moving average. However, the long-term average indicates a general sell signal. Since the long-term average is positioned above the short-term average, this creates an overall sell signal for the stock, suggesting a more negative outlook. With further gains, the stock will encounter resistance from the long-term moving average at $3.88. Conversely, if the stock falls, it will find support from the short-term average at $3.63. A breakout above the long-term average will generate another buy signal, while a drop below the short-term average will create another sell signal, reinforcing the overall trend. Additionally, there is currently a sell signal from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD.